Have you ever stopped to think about what makes a great haircut? Truly great? Well, spoiler alert, it's not always about the scissors. Today, we're going to step inside the barbershop to uncover a masterclass in communication that, believe it or not, applies to every single one of us. It's all hidden in the simple act of getting a trim.
So, let's ask the big question. What is the one thing that separates a fantastic haircut from a total disaster you have to hide under a hat for 2 weeks? It's not just about how skilled someone is with a pair of clippers. Nope. The real secret, the game changer, is the conversation that happens before a single hair even hits the floor. You see, for a barber, giving amazing service isn't just some nice little bonus. It's everything. It's the absolute core of their business. It's the foundation that decides whether a client ever walks back through that door again. And if you get this part wrong, well, even the most perfect haircut in the world won't save you. I mean, think about it from your own perspective. Sure, the technical skill has to be there, right? But what really makes you a loyal customer is that feeling. The feeling of being welcomed, being valued, and being respected. People don't just come back for a great haircut. They come back for a great experience. And the payoff for getting this right? Oh, it's huge. It's like a chain reaction. Great service builds trust, and that trust creates loyalty. Then, that loyal customer becomes your #1 marketing tool through word of mouth, which directly brings more people right to your chair. It's a pretty simple but powerful formula for growth. So where does it all kick off? Well, it starts the very second a client walks in. Those first few moments are absolutely critical. They set the tone for everything that's about to happen. And the very first thing that client is going to notice is professionalism, a professional appearance, a clean, hygienic workspace, and being on time for their appointment. All of these things send a powerful message. They communicate respect before you've even said a single word. Okay, so this brings us to the heart of it all, the consultation. Now, it might seem like some kind of mysterious art form, but really, it can be broken down into a super simple 5-step framework that pretty much guarantees success every single time. All right, the first 3 rules are all about making a connection. It starts with something so simple. Greet the customer. A warm welcome instantly builds rapport. Next, and this is crucial, you have to truly understand what they need by actively listening, not just waiting for your turn to talk. And finally, match the right service to their needs, not just what you feel like doing. This little step shows you're a true expert, and it builds trust right away. The final 2 rules, these are all about locking in that trust. Number 4, explain the process as you go. Just saying something like, okay, I'm going to start with the number 2 on the sides, takes all the mystery out of it and calms any anxiety the client might have. And finally, close on a high note. A quick summary of what you did and a simple, how's that looking for you? Leaves a lasting positive impression and makes them excited to come back. Now, there is a secret weapon for really understanding what a client wants. It's called the open-ended question. Basically, these are questions that you can't just answer with a yes or no. They're designed to get a real conversation started. And just notice how a tiny shift in your language can make a world of difference. So instead of just asking the usual, you ask, so what kind of style are you looking for today? See? That one question opens the door for new ideas, and it helps you avoid some pretty disastrous miscommunications. To really see just how powerful this is, let's put it to the test. Let's look at a side-by-side showdown of a consultation done the right way and, well, the very wrong way. And whoa, the difference is night and day. On the left, you see the barber welcomes the client, asks clarifying questions like a fade or more of a classic taper, and then confirms the plan. But look at the right. The barber just makes a massive assumption. The client says not too short, and the barber just jumps straight to a number 1 clipper. No confirmation, no nothing. That is a recipe for disaster. So, what's the result of doing it the right way? It's simple, really. A happy client. Trust has been built, their expectations were met, and you have almost certainly earned yourself a customer for life. And the result of that poor consultation? Well, it's just as predictable, isn't it? You get an unhappy client who feels completely ignored, which all too often leads to bad online reviews and ultimately lost business. A total disaster that was 100% avoidable. Okay, so why have we spent all this time in a barbershop? Why does this matter everywhere else? Because this whole 5-step framework, it's not really about hair. It's a masterclass in communication that applies to nearly every single interaction in our lives. I mean, really think about it. These aren't just barbering skills. They're essential life skills. It doesn't matter if you're a doctor talking to a patient, a manager trying to lead a team, or just having a conversation with a friend. These same principles of communication always hold true.
What we've really been talking about here is a universal communication toolkit. It's the ability to truly listen, to build rapport, to manage what people expect, and to confirm that you're both on the same page before you act. These are the core skills that build strong, trusting relationships, no matter the context.
So, I'm going to leave you with this one question to think about. When was the last time anyone, a professional, a friend, anyone, made you feel truly, genuinely heard? Think about how powerful that felt. That is the feeling we've been talking about, and now you have the blueprint to create it for other people.